Daktari, I've been writing about sports for a while, and I've been interacting with athletes during that time, footballers, runners, rugby players. One general consensus among athletes is that some of these procedures you do, which are quite necessary, are a bit costly. And I've experienced it because WhatsApp group nazo tunaingianga, tunafunguliwa WhatsApp group sana. When somebody ameumia kidogo, welcome tuko hapa sababu ya hii. Is that the case? Are these procedures costly, and is a medium and long term way to make them more affordable because they are inevitable for athletes?
Asante sana. That's a very good question, and it's extremely pertinent and a very challenging issue because yes, it's expensive. So absolutely right, and I don't think there's any other way of looking at it. The standard of care in managing an ACL injury is doing the keyhole surgery or the arthroscopic surgery. So, that's small cuts. You're using a camera, you're looking inside, and using all these specialist bits of kit to do the reconstruction. Now, those are all imported. They're all imported from countries where the currency is the dollar, the euro. Yeah. So it's expensive to start off with, and in our current situation, the price is only going up. So it's a very difficult issue, and like we said at the beginning, one of the challenges we have with orthopedics is this is not life or limb saving surgery. So this is lifestyle. So the sad thing is a lot of guys who have that kind of injury that has got a very good solution end up just stopping their sports. I remember when we were kids, there were lots of great rugby players who would get an ACL injury. We didn't know what it was at that point, obviously, as kids, but this guy would just stop playing. He'd be the guy who would brace and something would happen in a game and he's off the game for a couple of weeks. So the cost is difficult. And approaching it is multifaceted. I mean, I guess the first step is getting as many people as possible insured. And even then, you still have to bring the cost down. So I guess long term, the country will have to find a way of doing our own medical manufacturing or reducing the taxes on stuff that we have to use for that kind of procedure, just so that it comes more within the price range of a lot of guys who are having this kind of need for surgery. I can speak to where we're working in Aga Khan. So they've recently introduced a package for the ACL specifically, and that's in an attempt to try and bring the price closer to what most people can afford. So the hospital is taking a hit on it, but just trying to help as many people as possible with that. And unfortunately, you can't apply it across the board to everything because the institution has to keep running. But I think for the ACL, they've been very supportive in trying to help us reach out to as many people as possible. But it's a very challenging thing. And I think going back to a point I made earlier, the start almost is getting data just to see how many people have ACL injuries. So once you establish that, you'll be like, oh my God, this is a massive problem. There's so many guys out there who have this treatable condition, who are struggling with it. Maybe there need to be policies in place to try and bring the price range further closer to them so that, everyone can benefit from this operation. And then also from our, sorry to keep going on.
No, it's okay.
But from our perspective, we also have we strike that balance as specialists because we all want to be at the cutting edge doing the latest, funkiest, coolest thing, that thing that, if I don't know, if Van Dijk got the injury, the kind of treatment he had, that's what we specialists want to be giving our patients here. But then we also have to balance that with the realities on the ground that, we can't be spending that much money on one person trying to sort them out. It's a hit on their insurance and, there's a bigger family maybe to be managed. So it's, in one way, it's also holding us back. So we might not be able to be as sharp as the practice.
Richard Stedman.
That's the guy. I want to be doing what Richard Stedman is doing. And we have the opportunity and the stuff to do that. But it's not practical for us to give that level of care to everyone. We have to balance it against the fact that we're a low middle income country.